Okay, y'all. So we're back on the flight from, I think we're from from San Francisco for dinner, and then we're flying on over to Hong Kong. This is the dinner, pretty yummy, as you can see. Hong Kong landed there. This is their airport terminal. Those are the bathrooms with showers where you can go in. And I've never seen such a beautiful airport like until I landed in Asia. They have like all the luxury stores in the airport. It's like a mall. So you got Louis Vuitton, Hermes, Chanel. They call it Chanel now, but Chanel. Look at us over there smiling in front of the Hong Kong sign. My first Asian coffee is coming up right here, made with love. And I thought this was so cool, like to see the coming soon. It's my first time in Southeast Asia, so I'm just super excited. Again, that's the water fountain. I thought that was really unique. And this was Hong Kong International Airport for our layover. Beautiful flowers, beautiful flowers. They're real. So our airports in the States don't look nothing like this, and I see why someone is upset. This is the Hong Kong. I think it's an old city. Don't quote me on that. But I was, I'm so enamored by mountains and everything. All right, headed back on our flight to Bangkok now. Back in first class, going to our seat. So this time we're in the middle. And from Hong Kong to Bangkok, it's like a 2-hour flight. 2.5-hour flight, 3-hour flight, I want to say. Driver roll of the partition, please. There we go. Goodbye. Of course, I had to get my good old champagne so I can relax with my flight. And in just a moment, we will be touching down in Thailand. All right, we made it to Thailand. So I didn't record this part, but one of the first things we did when we touched down the airport is go to Super Rich. Everyone talked about going to get your money exchange online, so we made sure to do that. We also called a Grab to where we can get to our next destination of the Bangkok train, BTS, I'm sorry. We weren't going to the BTS, we were going on another train because we were headed to Chiang Mai. But this is how the airport looks. It's a huge airport. It's not as hot as I thought it would be at the airport, but we will see what the rest of the day holds for us, because Thailand is hot. But super excited. We're going to grab a grab.
A few moments later.
All right, y'all. I lied. I'm already drenched, and I've only been out here like maybe 3 minutes. Hot. It's hot. All right, so now we in the Grab. We grabbed the Grab. And as we're in the Grab, we're headed to the train station. So this is the city line of Bangkok from the airport. Just driving in town. About to have a good old time. All right, so we on our way to JJ Mall, which is a little mall. I shouldn't say a little mall, but a smaller mall in Bangkok outside of the train station. It's like 7 minutes away. We were looking for food because we had quite a bit of time to wait for our train. So we went to some restaurant, and I got chicken tenders or chicken bites and French fries. Then there was a store across the hall from that place, and we went in there and just looked around. I was looking for the that green bottle right there. Of what you sniff. Now we're back into the Grab, going to the train station. As you see, the train is right here. And y'all, I got a story time for you about this train. Okay, so let's talk about the train ride from Bangkok to Chiang Mai. Okay, so that train ride was something, out of the ordinary for me. I've never ridden on a choo-choo. I never ridden on a choo-choo train like that before. A choo-choo train. Well, I've never rode on a train like that before. It was real interesting. I'll say that. First you go through the train station, you sit there, you wait, and then you line up. They have their specific rules on like lining up and being respectful, of course. So you have to follow that guideline. But let me tell you, I got on that train and it was not what I expected. I've ridden a train in Europe, but it was like that bullet train, the one that goes like super fast. I was in France at the time. It was like 2012. But I got on that train and it was completely different from what I expected. I expected, I guess, something more modern, but it was more of a rustic looking train, literally like the choo-choo train. So we get in And I was just like, oh, okay, this is different. This is very different for me. But I'm like, I'm gonna thug it out. I'm gonna go through with it and just enjoy the experience, because for me, it's all about the experience. And I've seen so many videos on YouTube, on here, talking about, you got to get on the train, the sleeper train, when you traveling from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, which is like, I think it's a 12-hour, 14-hour train ride. So we're on the train, and I didn't expect it to be like so much chaos going on that particular train. We get on there, and it's like people selling stuff. It's almost like just a market on the train. Like, it's people walking by, like just shouting out in Thai, like, you want, I don't know what they're saying, so I'm just gonna make up something like, do you want, because they was walking by with food, of course, but they're like, do you want peanuts? Do you want this type of noodle? Again, I don't know what they're saying because I don't speak Thai and I don't understand it, but I know they have food, but I'm just making up something off the top of my head real quick so you'll get the reference. So I got a snippet of it, and you'll see it in the video. And I made friends. Well, I shouldn't say I made friends. I ain't made friends. I talked to a guy who was sitting right there in front of me. He was on board with his wife, and they were traveling from Bangkok back to Chiang Mai, but they were real cool. He didn't speak English. Okay, so he didn't speak any English, and he just kept staring at me. And so I initiated like, hey, how does this train work? Like, what do I need to do? Like, do I put this up here? Where do I put my shoes, type deal? But I asked him via the Apple Translation app. Oh, excuse me. I asked him via the Apple Translation app, which really came in handy, like, while being abroad over there. And, we started conversing back and forth. I wish I could remember his name, but he was such a nice older guy. And his wife was sitting across from me as well. But they were really nice and welcoming. Like, everyone over there is very nice, welcoming, kind people. And he was just so, like, happy to have a conversation, I guess, with an American or someone who speaks English. So while we were talking, like, the guy was like coming by. He's like, you got to get ready for your bed. So the bed lays down completely flat, which is, well, duh, that's a bed. But the seat lays down completely flat, and you have one on top of you. So that's cool, whatever. But I'll tell you, that bed was so fucking hard. It was hard. My back hurt, my leg hurt. I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep. I had a book that I was reading, so I read my book, but it was uncomfortable, like, laying in that. And the part that got me is when I had drank a lot of water because I was hot already. And so I was like, let me go get some water. Well, drink water, whatever, out the bottle, of course. So I'm drinking water, and then I go use the bathroom. Why did I do it? Why did I go to the bathroom? Now, that's when the chaos started for me, okay? So I'm in the I go to the back to the bathroom, and it's not what I expected. I was just like, girl, what is this?
What is this, honey?
I hadn't seen nothing like that. I haven't experienced it until now. Now I'm like, all right, I'm cool. But that initial shock where I was like, I gotta go in this. And I could see I seen that bathroom, and I was like, oh my God. So this is what they mean where it's like a hole in the ground. And it messed with me because I could see the tracks from the railroad as we're riding on it, whatever. And then you're shaking like this, going side to side. And I just felt like I was going to kill myself. I felt like I was gonna peel myself because I'm just rocking like this, like rocking a boat. So so I'm just holding on like this, trying to use the bathroom where you can see, but I'm holding on like this to the walls, and I'm like, ugh, I touched the walls. So now I'm just like, what do I do? Give myself a whole anxiety attack in the bathroom. So I'm like, I just gotta get out of here. And it's like the metal floor, like, and I don't know, I seen people going in there in flip-flops. People had on flip-flops, they had on like they skirts and stuff, and I'm just like, I can't. How do you do it? Held everything else in, okay? Because I done got, like, my mind is just like, I can't do it. You know how your mind, like, once you see something, you can't unsee it and you can't forget that feeling that it made you feel. That was me. And when it came to that bathroom on that train, and
How'd you like it?
It was a lot of work. It's a great idea. However, I'm just very busy.
I couldn't do it. And I seen this girl on YouTube. She was talking about, oh, I got the best night's sleep or whatever, and she talked about her experience on. I'm just like, that ain't mine. I didn't experience like that good old bathroom.
The lies. There you go. This bitch. The lies.
But it was definitely an experience, and I wouldn't do it again, but it was an experience nonetheless. So now that we got through the story time, let's get to the train ride so you can see exactly what I'm talking about.
This body gel oil by Body by Strip is too good. I have the Santal Block scent and it smells amazing. The scent lingers for days also. It's very hydrating but not greasy. If you want glowing skin paired with an amazing scent, make sure you order yours today.
One thing I forgot, when we got to Chiang Mai, we got there like super early in the morning. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning we got there. Let me tell you, so the hotel we were staying in stated that you can check in at 2 a.m. So I was like, all right, cool. We can just go ahead and go to the hotel room and just relax go to sleep. Actually get some sleep, shower and go to sleep. We get to the hotel. We take a Grab to get to the hotel. We can't get in, okay? I was like, I know you lying. I know you lying. And we both were just like, huh? But we could not get into the hotel room, so we had to go all the way back, get another Grab to go back to the train station. It was like maybe a 10-15 minute car ride. And Grabs there are, very, very reasonably priced, like maybe like $1, $2, $3, whatever. But it's the fact that we could not check into the hotel room until the afternoon. So we had to go back to the train station, and then while we're at the train station, we had to just wait until things opened up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. We looked for a coffee shop. Couldn't find the coffee shop because the coffee shop is no longer there. So we just, it was like just a morning from like, looking back, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because I had a blast. Like, one thing about me, I love like just getting lost and then trying to figure stuff out. But it was hot. I will say that it was hot for sure. But not being able to check into that hotel room until the afternoon, and you're tired and you haven't. Well, we didn't have to we didn't have to carry our luggage around because the train station has lockers you can put your belongings in. So we put our belongings in there, called a Grab, waited till things opened, went to a coffee shop, got breakfast at this place. I forgot the name of it. It was really good because we went there twice. We went there twice. I have to look up the name. But anyway, went there, had breakfast, had coffee, and then after that, and what's funny about this cafe is that it was down the street from our hotel. So we could have, went by the hotel once they opened up and been like, hey, we're here, can we check in? But, new there, so we didn't know what to do or what to expect. Anywho, so we leave that breakfast joint, and then we go to a market. I can't remember the name of that market, but it was a really big market. And I was like, oh, this is really nice. Went there, and then we went to, where did we go? We walked around a little bit just until we could, excuse me. We walked around just until we could check into the hotel. And I'll tell you the longest day ever, but an adventure it was. Diego and Dora. Thai restaurant and bakery. I keep running. We're gonna check this place out. Thai restaurant and bakery. Let's see what they got. First day in Chiang Mai. Oh, well, they're not open, so we're not going in here. Okay. Let's see.
Sawadika. 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 水水是水，啦啦啦啦。